It is time to talk high school football, time to talk playoff high school football. I'm Fox 23 Sports Director Nathan Thompson, along with the Tulsa World's Barry Lewis. And the regular season, it's over. That flew by. Now we're at the first week of the high school football season, and we are looking forward to it. So, Barry, we're going to go over your column from the Tuesday edition of the Tulsa World. You have it right there, top 5 games here in the first week of the playoffs. You can also get it on okprepsextra.com. And you've got some like 10 or 11 bonus game write-ups if you do the online version as well.
Yes, it is playoff time, so I've got to raise my game.
And we are both very much in agreement for the top game this week. It's also the Fox 23 game of the week, Class 5A state title game rematch, McAllister at Collinsville.
Yes, Collinsville won 42-35 in last year's title game. As far as what you expect from a title game, it doesn't get much better than that. That was a classic, one of the best I've ever seen, and this one has the potential to be also really good. It's really going to be hard to match last year's or top it, but this game looks like it could be really, really good. Very evenly matched on paper. Collinsville ranked 6th, McAllister 7th. McAllister, though, their 2 losses, strangely enough, have come on their only 2 trips this season into the Tulsa area. So the Tulsa area hasn't been very kind to McAllister. So Collinsville hopes to make that 3 bad trips in a row for the Buffaloes. So it should be a very intriguing matchup. Eric McCarty from McAllister had such a huge game against Collinsville last year. And so Collinsville's got to find a way to contain the OU commit. They've got to find a way to contain him again, slow him down at least, and find a way to win. Again, should be a great game.
And then game number 2, sticking in Class 5A, Sapulpa at Grove. You know, maybe a month ago, this might not have looked quite as interesting, but Grove has had a great season all year long, and Sapulpa's coming on strong.
Sapulpa is coming on very strong. They're sort of like Jenks. They had a lot of injuries early in the season, and now they've got just about everybody back. Marco Smith, their outstanding running back, who was out for 2 months, he came back last week on his first carry. He raced 60 yards for a touchdown. I mean, he gives them just another big-time scoring threat. Sapulpa is peaking at the right time. Grove has passed every test. It's really going to come down to whether Sapulpa can contain or at least slow down Grove's outstanding running back, Emmanuel Crawford. Sapulpa was able to do that 2 weeks ago against Eric McCarty, and that was a key to Sapulpa coming away with the upset. So that's going to be the challenge for Sapulpa again this week is can they contain Emmanuel Crawford?
In game number 3, we go down to Class 3A, Berry Hill at Burgess.
Yes, these 2 teams know each other very well. They made the playoffs 2 years ago with Verdigris finding a way to win in the last moments to pull out the victory. In a situation like this where Verdigris was the considerable favorite. Last year, Berry Hill beat Verdigris. Both teams remember that. So I have a feeling this is probably just going to be a knockdown, slug-out type of affair, probably like 17-14, 20-17. It's going to be a very interesting game. This is for Verdigris quarterback Dylan White. This will be his 5th career start against Berry Hill. So, as I said, they know each other really well.
Rounding out the top 5 here, we're giving some love to Class 2A first with your number 4 game, Pawhuska at Victory Christian. And Victory is riding a lot of momentum after winning the district title last week.
Yes, for the 2nd year in a row, they win not only win the district title, but do it in dramatic fashion on the last night of the regular season. Now they've got to get refocused, and because Pawhuska is a team that can put up a lot of points with Todd Drummond, major college quarterback commit. He's very dangerous, so it'll be a challenge for Victory's defense. Should be a very interesting game. I would favor Victory, but there's always a few situations where the 4th place qualifier will defeat the district champion, and this could be one of those. However, I am going to pick Victory.
And rounding out the top 5, sticking with Class 2A, Sperry at Claremore Sequoia.
Yes, it's been 27 years since they've met in the playoffs, and these teams, again, they know each other pretty well. Sperry is peaking at the right time. Had a very impressive win last week at Beggs. Claremore Sequoia 9-1. Its only loss was to Rejoice Christian, which has been a juggernaut this year in 2A. So this has the makings for a game that will go down to the wire.
So again, that wraps up our top 5 games. You can get that in the Tuesday edition of the Tulsa World if you want to read it yourself, or okprepsextra.com. Then you have your 10 or 11 bonus games besides your top 5. Also go to both of those, get a paper on Friday and Saturday, and go to OK Preps because you're going to have lots of great preview coverage on Friday and then coverage of the actual games on Saturday. So make sure you pick up a paper on both those days. And for Fox 23, our game of the week is just like your top game, McAllister at Collinsville. So we'll be live from Collinsville from Sally Field at 6:20, previewing that action live at 10:15 with extended highlights of that game and other games around the area. And then high school football tonight is back, our 30-minute show after a couple weeks off because of the World Series and some weather last week. So 11 o'clock, our 30-minute show right here on Fox 23. Barry will be on as our analyst. Always does such a great job. So make sure you tune in for that. Our second to last show of the season for the 30-minute show as we're wrapping up our 30-minute show next week in the second round of the playoffs. Okay, you can always get all of our coverage of high school football online. Just go to the fox23.com sports page and click on the High School Football Tonight tab. Have a great week.